Hi, Messiah members, friends, neighbors. This is Chuck Harris, and I serve Messiah as a senior pastor. It's been quite a while since I've done a video, but I thought as we kind of leave summer or begin to at least think about leaving summer behind and entering into the fall, it would be good to do a little bit of an update on where we're at with our building use and some of our programs that we'll be entering into this coming fall. First of all, as everyone knows, coronavirus cases are rising again in King County. They have been now for a number of weeks, and this parallels a rise across the nation. And although we're a more highly vaccinated area, the Delta variant seems to be causing us some concern, and appropriately, our executive team at Messiah has implemented some new in-building use policies for the time being as we meet the challenges of the rise in cases and the Delta variant. Let me talk just a bit about Sunday worship. We will continue to have both in-person and live stream worship on Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m. There is no registration needed. The first 100 persons who arrive can be seated in the sanctuary, and if we have more than 100 persons, then we can also seat in the gathering space. The building can begin to be entered at 9 a.m. And so if you want to come a little early and make sure you have a seat in the sanctuary, you can do that right beginning at 9 a.m. Hand sanitizing, either washing hands or using hand sanitizer, is still required as you enter the building. Here's one of the new things. When you're in the building, masks must be worn at all times, except in a couple very specific cases, and I'll share that in just a moment. So masks are worn fully over the nose and mouth the whole time that you are in the building. You will need to continue to sign in when you come on Sunday morning. Provide a phone number. That case, just because in case we need to contact folks for whatever reason, we have a record of who was there and who we will need to contact. You can seat yourself in your own place of preference. We will, though, ask that as much as possible we keep about 3 feet between different households. Holy Communion is open to everybody. Those who are distributing bread will be masked, wear gloves, and are fully vaccinated. If you choose not to receive bread from the people who are distributing it, we still have wafers, either gluten-free or regular, in little cups, as also the wine or grape juice are available in little cups for you to take. Once worship is ended, people can fellowship inside the building or outside the building as is your comfort level. We just ask that masks be worn fully at all times. Now here's a little bit different policy or procedure for our time of fellowship after church. At this time, we are going to be discontinuing Messiah's provision of beverages. We are asking that no food be consumed inside the building, and that if you do bring your own beverage and are sipping on it, that you either use a straw under your mask, or like you would on an airplane, you quickly remove your mask, take a sip of your beverage, and put your mask right back on. We want to limit the time that people are in the building without a mask on. So taking those quick sips, moving your mask back and forth, is what we are asking folks to do. But Sunday fellowship will continue. Right now, it will be without any beverages provided. Hopefully, as we pass through this phase of the Delta variant cases continue, hopefully go back down, then we'll lift some of these restrictions, and we'll move more toward a normal time of fellowship with one another. I want to say that we are just preparing a poll survey to be sent out to families with youth at Messiah. We're going to be polling people on some of their preferences for faith formation and fellowship for youth and families this fall. We want to get a gauge on how parents are feeling and how their kids are feeling. You know, this last year especially was rough because everyone was on Zoom. We want to see what kind of in-person activities people are comfortable coming to. And our faith formation, especially this fall, is not going to be real content oriented. It's going to be regathering and socializing oriented. We want kids and families and even adults who do faith formation we'll have some content, but really it's getting to know each other again, socializing again, and the level and the degree to which we do that, masked, unmasked, how close we can be in proximity to each other, all that will fluctuate as the level of coronavirus cases in our community fluctuates. So we'll keep you updated on that. I want to end by saying that, this was not the summer and probably doesn't look like the fall that we had all envisioned or hoped for. And I feel, and I understand, many of us feel disappointed or frustrated, even angry to some degree, that we're not closer to more normal types of activities. What I do want to say though is that as we move through these next weeks and months, Jesus was very clear. We're encouraged to do it with a love of God and a love for ourselves and our neighbor, based on that tremendous grace and love that God has for us. As God loves us, so we love one another and the world around us. We can keep doing that. There's no reason not to. Pandemic or no, caseload count, high or low, we can continue in modified ways to be the people that God desires us to be and live in a way that models and shines a light for the world that we're not going to be consumed or overcome by this pandemic. It can't stop God from loving us, and it can't stop us from loving God and one another. So we will continue to practice that, give you updates on how the call process is going for our associate pastor for youth and family faith formation, as long as service activities that are being planned to benefit the Messiah Food Bank, and also a possibility of implementing a Good Gifts program, which is an ELCA program. But we'll talk a little bit more about that down the road. Again, God bless you all. Have a great day and rest of your week. Hope to see you in worship, and it'll be good to fellowship in the way that is appropriate at the time. So see you on Sunday, and also God bless. Bye now.